Hi everyone, it's been a while since I created a podcast. This is a new short format where I'll talk about my horse discoveries and explore the science, the stories, and the passion I have for the best, most ethical horse care. So today starts a new series, one that looks at horse welfare through a modern, holistic lens. It's called the 5 domains of animal welfare. When we talk about welfare, we often think about what's visible, a horse's coat, skin, hooves, condition, or stable routine. But real welfare runs deeper. What if your horse's happiness, behaviour, and even their focus under saddle were being shaped by invisible factors you've never thought about? The 5 domains framework, now adopted by all major UK and European horse organisations, gives us a way to see the whole picture of a horse's life. It asks us to look not just at what we do to horses, but what life feels like for them. The domains are nutrition, what horses eat, drink, and how their diet supports their body. Environment, the physical world they live in. Health, both prevention and treatment of illness or injury. Behavioural interactions, how they express natural behaviours and form social bonds. And at the centre of it all is mental state, the horse's comfort and sense of well-being. Horses have mental health too, often in the same way as humans, just without the talking part. If you picture the 5 domains framework as a circle, mental state sits right at the hub because it's shaped by everything else. A horse's emotions, outlook, and happiness are influenced by what they eat, where they live, how healthy they are, and how freely they can behave. Each domain connects with the others, creating a continuous loop of cause and effect. When one improves, so do the rest, and when one suffers, the whole picture changes. For me, as the founder of Forageplus, the 5 domains framework isn't just theory. It's a way of working. It's my whole horse life. Every day I think about how my care and interaction with my 5 horses fits solidly into this framework. So which domain do you think makes or breaks them all for horses? The foundation of it all, the building block where welfare truly begins, is nutrition. That's where I'll start, and over the next few weeks I'll cover each area and how you can make small changes that create big results for your horse. What if everything you thought you knew about balanced feed was wrong? I believe, in fact I know through years of experience, that nutrition shouldn't just fill a bucket. It should support being targeted to support the whole horse with respect to body weight, work level, age, and grass and hay. Nearly 20 years ago, I began analysing forage, not because it was fashionable, but because I was puzzled. I was seeing horses with health problems that didn't add up. Hooves that cracked, no matter how good my trimming was. Coats that lost shine, skin that was itchy or vulnerable to infection. Horses that were flat or unpredictable for no reason. Then I started to look at what they were eating. Have you ever stopped to think what's actually in your hay or grass and what's missing? I discovered that the commercial feed formulas completely ignore forage, the main part of every horse's diet. They add minerals and vitamins in a scattergun approach without ever knowing what's already in the grass or hay. They use the word balanced in their marketing, but when I compared their formulas to real forage data, the mismatch was staggering. How can we call a feed balanced if it doesn't even start with what the horse is already eating? You can only say the feed is balanced to itself if it doesn't have the right ratios and levels of minerals, vitamins and amino acids to fill in the gaps not supplied by the grass and hay. When you look at the data from forage, you see that the traditional formulas are completely wrong. It was a bit of a shock when I first realised this. So that's when I set up Forageplus to create something totally different. Feed formulas built not on marketing, but on measured scientific need. Today, Forageplus formulas are built using decades of UK forage analysis data. This unique data reveals patterns horse owners are rarely told about, nutrients that are missing, minerals that are too high, and how seasons and regions shape the forage horses eat. Would it surprise you to know that over 85% of UK hay and haylage samples are low in protein, often under 6%? That's so low that even a horse at rest cannot get what it needs. And protein isn't just the top line, it's the building block of muscle, enzymes, skin, and even hooves. Without enough of it, horses can't truly thrive, build strength, or recover from work. Then there are the electrolytes, sodium and chloride, two simple minerals that are essential for fluid balance, nerve function, and muscle contraction. When a horse sweats, they lose both, and if they're not replaced, dehydration can creep in. Over time, that lack can increase the risk of impaction colic, fatigue, and just poor performance. And if you soak hay, sodium is almost completely washed down the drain and out of the hay. By using forage data to guide every formula, Forageplus ensures each horse gets exactly what's missing in the right balance without adding excesses that might throw the diet off. Because when you feed according to the forage, you feed the whole horse. So let's circle back to the 5 domains framework. When the nutrition domain is right, it ripples through every other domain. It's the foundation upon which horse happiness is built. What if better nutrition could mean a calmer, healthier, happier horse without changing anything else? A balanced diet supports health, stronger hooves, a more resilient gut, and a powerful immune system. It shapes behaviour because a horse that's not hungry or nutrient deficient is calmer and more focused, and it enhances mental state, the way a horse feels about their day-to-day life. Think about how you feel when you don't eat properly. Tired, irritable, foggy. Horses are no different. That's why nutrition always comes first in the Forageplus approach. It's the quiet foundation beneath everything else, the invisible layer of welfare that begins long before the feed scoop hits the bucket. So, as I begin this journey through the 5 domains, remember, welfare isn't built in isolation. It's built from the inside out, from the forage in the field to the horse you greet each morning. Are you ready to look at your horse's welfare through a new lens? Next time, we'll explore the 2nd domain, environment, and look at how the spaces our horses live in shape their comfort, safety, and sense of well-being. Until then, thank you for being here and sharing my passion for whole horse health, because when we talk horse, we can do better for true whole horse welfare.